Most people go through life reacting. Something happens, they respond. Something else happens, they respond again. They never stop to ask why. They never stop to decide. They just react. And before they know it, years have passed and they're still in the same place wondering why nothing has changed. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You are where you are right now because of how you've been thinking. Not your circumstances, not your luck, your thinking. And that can change starting today. Welcome to Thinking and Growing. This channel exists for one reason: to help you think deeper, lead better, and grow on purpose. Every video on this channel is built around one simple belief: that the quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Today, we're starting at the foundation. We're talking about intentional thinking, what it is, why most people never do it, and how to start doing it right now. Intentional thinking is exactly what it sounds like. It's thinking on purpose. It's choosing what you focus on instead of letting your environment, your past, or other people choose for you. Most of us operate on autopilot. We wake up, check our phones, fall into our routines, and by the time the day is over, we haven't made a single deliberate decision. We just floated through it. That's not living, that's drifting. Think of intentional thinking like a GPS. A GPS doesn't just hope you end up in the right place. It sets a destination, calculates the route, and recalibrates when you go off course. Intentional thinking does the same thing for your life. It keeps you locked in on where you're going, even when life tries to pull you off track. The moment you start thinking intentionally, everything shifts. Your decisions get clearer. Your actions get more focused. You stop wasting energy on things that don't matter and start putting it where it counts. Here's the reason most people never develop this habit. Autopilot is comfortable. Your brain loves patterns. It loves doing things the same way because it takes less energy. So when you've spent years reacting instead of deciding, your brain gets used to it. It becomes the default. And the world doesn't help. Social media, notifications, other people's opinions. The noise is constant. Every single day, something is competing for your attention. And if you don't decide what gets your focus, the world will decide for you. I learned this the hard way. When I was leading a team at the Board of Veterans Appeals, I had people coming at me from every direction. Deadlines, personnel issues, decisions that affected real people's careers. If I had walked into that environment on autopilot, I would have failed those people. I had to learn to stop, think deliberately, and respond with intention instead of just reacting to whoever was loudest in the room. That skill did not come naturally. It was built. And you can build it too. Here's what makes this even more powerful. Your brain is not fixed. Science calls it neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy word for the brain's ability to rewire itself based on how you use it. Every time you choose an intentional thought over a reactive one, you're building a new mental groove. The more you do it, the deeper that groove gets, until eventually, thinking with purpose becomes your default instead of autopilot. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant weeds, meaning doubt, fear, distraction, negativity, they will grow and they will take over everything else. But if you plant good seeds, confidence, clarity, purpose, gratitude, you grow something worth having. The garden doesn't care what you plant. It'll grow whatever you give it. So the question is, what are you planting? This is where it gets practical. Here are 4 things you can start doing today. First, start your morning with purpose. Before you touch your phone, take 5 minutes and ask yourself one question. What do I want to accomplish today, and why does it matter? Write it down if you need to. That one habit alone will separate your days from everyone around you. Second, watch what you consume. Your mind reacts to what you feed it the same way your body reacts to what you eat. Junk in, junk out. If you start every morning scrolling through arguments and bad news, don't be surprised when your thinking feels foggy and scattered. Be intentional about your mental diet. Third, practice gratitude. This is not soft advice. Gratitude is a cognitive tool. It physically shifts your brain's focus from what's missing to what's present. When you operate from a place of abundance instead of lack, your thinking gets sharper and your decisions get better. Fourth, visualize the outcome. Before a big decision, a tough conversation, or a challenging day, take 2 minutes and see the outcome you want. Athletes do this. Executives do this. Leaders do this. Your brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Use that to your advantage. Intentional thinking is not a talent. It is a practice. And like any practice, it gets stronger every time you show up for it. You are not stuck because of your circumstances. You are not stuck because of what happened to you. If you are stuck, it is because of the thinking patterns you haven't challenged yet. And the good news is, you can challenge them. Starting right now. This is what thinking and growing is built on. Every video on this channel will give you something real, something practical, and something grounded in lived experience. Not theory, not motivational fluff, real tools for real growth. If this landed for you, subscribe and come back. There is a lot more where this came from. Think deeper, lead better, grow on purpose,